Hello and welcome back to the channel. Hopefully the wind is not going to interfere with what I'm going to be talking about in this video. This is one of those days. It's been pretty windy all day. Of course, it helps out when it's hot outside. The wind does help, but I'm not going to be talking about the wind in this video. By now, most of you you look around the world and you realize that something is about to go down, right? As a matter of fact, we already see it going down. The crap has already hit the fan. Now, years ago, we used to hear people saying, hey, y'all, what you gonna do when the crap hits the fan? Well, it's already hit, right? And the fan is going to get faster and faster and faster. And the speed at which more crap is going to hit the fan is going to increase, right? What I'm going to be talking about more specifically is the fact that some people are not going to be active participants in trying to save their own lives, right? And these are people that you love, right? It's going to be people that you love, people that you know, people that you work with. They are not going to be active participants in trying to save their own life. As a matter of fact, they are going to be watching you make moves, and some are going to be contemplating, well, if things do go belly up, I know where to turn, right? Some people think like that. They feel that they can turn in the direction of someone who has prepared. Now, as I look around the world, it's become very apparent that things are not going back to any sense of what we thought was normal. We saw somebody the other day that we hadn't seen in a while, okay? And they made a statement that, of course, none of us was shocked by it. As we talked about this thing, we were like, yeah, we're taking notes too. They were like, things have gotten so expensive. And they began to name off or itemize things that they were talking about, right? And we were like, yeah, things have gotten expensive, but there are moves that you can make to curb that a little bit, like growing your own food, raising your own livestock or whatever. But, you know, in talking to this person, I said, you know, people that you don't normally talk about these things with, they are even getting to the point where they're like, there is a noticeable change in the environment. Something noticeable has happened. This is not something that can be ignored. See, you know, I would say a couple of years ago, a person could say, well, you know what, the price has gone up on this or the prices have gone up on that. But right now, there's a notable change in so many things that people who normally don't think about these things are starting to think about it. And they're starting to focus on it because things are going so high. Prices have gotten so high, it's ridiculous. Living is very, very expensive right now. It costs to live. And so with that being said, I feel like a lot of people who are dreaming of the future, the kind of future they wanted for their lives, are going to be sadly mistaken. What I want young people to understand and to realize that you might not have that opportunity to just glide into a life that's even similar to what your parents have, okay, or what your grandparents have. You might not even have that opportunity. Regardless of what their situation is right now, you might not even get 1/10 what they have, right? Because things have changed. When I saw that there was a shortage on baby formula, and I see the panic, I mean, everybody's talking about it right now. I see petitions about doing something about it. That shows you that things have reached that point, y'all. When I talked about the baby formula the other day, it was kind of like, okay, you know, some people breastfeed, some people don't. This is one of those things that hopefully it'll blow over. But now that I'm seeing all of the response to it, it's not something that's just blowing over. There are people literally panicking because they don't have baby formula for their babies, right? And so you ask yourself, why are all of these shortages and all of these different markets happening all at the same time? while we're seeing shortages, we are also seeing prices increase, right? Demands are increasing, prices are increasing, and product is decreasing, you see. And some people still just don't get it. At the same time we're seeing these changes, we're feeling the pinch at the pump. We're having to dig deeper into our pockets or our wallets. At the same time we're seeing all that, there's still large groups of people who just aren't paying attention. They don't see nothing, they don't hear anything, and they ain't preparing for one thing, right? They are what I call those who are in La La Land. La La Land represents a place where a person don't have to think about nothing real. They don't have to think about what they're going to do for food. They don't have to think about where they're going to live, because it's all about fun to them, right? And many of us have those kind of people in our family, but we just, what are you going to do, right? That is a big question, because it's easy to say, well, I'm going to just handle my business, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. But once you are actually faced with a certain crisis, you can only guesstimate on what you would do, because it's very difficult to see people in a certain situation and not try to do something, right? But at the same time, we've seen some of those end of the world type movies where it gets down to just the bare minimal, and people are, saying, hey, look, I only have enough for me and mine, right? And so we already know that time is coming. And this is why you sound the alarm. This is why you tell people, hey, do this, do that. These are the moves you need to be making right now, today, this moment. These are the moves that you need to be making. But some people will not hear. They will not pay attention. They will not take heed. They're going to continue to frolic around in La La Land. So what are you going to do for those who are inactive on trying to save their own lives? They're watching you do things, watching you make moves, and they're still sitting in the seat of do nothing. Not even going in that direction at all. You see, of course, y'all, stuff flying around out here. I hope I don't have to sneeze in this video, but if it happens, y'all gonna have to forgive me, because I can feel one coming on, right? See all the floaties too. Okay. Hopefully that'll get me by for the next few minutes. But in all seriousness, though, I pay attention. I have been paying attention for a very long time. Many of us have. We've been looking at the handwriting on the wall, and we've been sounding the alarm for years. Some people have moved and have made improvements in their lives and have gone in the right direction, while there are others who are just kind of sitting and waiting for what? I don't know. What are they waiting on? Are they going to, let me just jump to the Bible real quick, right? The Bible says faith without works is dead. Some people have the kind of faith where it's really, let me just, for lack of a better word, lazy. They really don't have faith. They're just lazy, right? It's not that they're trusting the Most High to do anything. They are just lazy and they don't want to make moves, but they want to, to people who keep on nudging them and saying you need to do something, they want to throw faith at you to, justify their inactivity. I'm having faith, I'm trusting the Most High, but I want you to understand the Bible says faith without works is dead. So you can say all day long that you have faith, but if you don't have any works or any efforts to do certain things, then your faith is dead. That's the way it is, and it is what it is. Now, there are some situations and some circumstances that are quite different, and y'all know what I'm talking about. There are some people who are in impossible situations. Now, the Most High can move on their behalf too, but there are some people who are really stuck, and they are going to need the assistance of others. I'm talking about our seniors, and I'm talking about those who just can't do it, right? Now, there are some who say they just can't do it, but really what's happening is they don't want to do it. They don't want to make any moves. They want you to make every move for them. They want you to drag them kicking and screaming while they sit in the seat of do nothing. or frolic around in La La Land. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get out of here, y'all, because whatever's flying around out here is starting to get to me. I need to get something to drink. But I just wanted to encourage those of you who are doing what you're supposed to do. Keep on plugging away. All you can do is offer a prayer for those who just want to do nothing. They don't want to be active in trying to save their own life. They're going to wait to the last minute. And then they're going to try to scurry about. But once the ship sails, that's it, y'all. Once the ship sails, that is it. So again, I need to go get something to drink. Thank you all for listening. I love you all. Until next time.